he's doing with UFC. He's just building it bigger and bigger.
And you obviously had a hand in that. I mean, there is no UFC today, I think, if there's not for Tito Ortiz. Because when I think of UFC, I think of Tito Ortiz, Chuck Liddell, these guys that came and built that up. And I wanted to ask you, who would you put at the Mount Rushmore for UFC fighters all time if you had to put 4 guys up there?
Mount Rushmore. Number 1 would have to be Royce Gracie. Wasn't Royce Gracie, none of us would be here. 100%. Randy Couture, another one, light heavyweight world champion, heavyweight world champion, and did that at an older age. A lot of people didn't think he would be able to do it. Conor McGregor, you got to give it to him now.
Really? You'd put him on the mount. And is that more for the business side of it, what he brought to?
Yeah,
or
well,
just
the business side of it and just the gap he was able to.
You ever hang out with Conor McGregor?
One time after the Floyd Mayweather fight, I just talked to him for maybe about 30, 40 minutes. And I just told him, I go, you see all this fame you're getting? You see all this money you're making? I go, just do one thing, brother. Don't forget about your family. Because I made that mistake when I was champ. I made some big mistakes. I just don't forget about your family. That's number 1. Your kids and your wife. Don't forget about them. And he hasn't. He's always been pretty damn good.
Yeah, he seems that way. And I respect him.
And then I respect him completely for that. People always ask if I put myself at that Mount Rushmore. And yeah, because I did so many other things beyond just in the octagon. I did so many things that was original that no one else ever did. And then a lot of people copied and mimicked it, which is, it's a sign of
game.
Trendsetter.
Yeah. No, that's the game, though.
Yeah, that's the
game.
game.
Was there ever one guy you fought or going in, you were like, man, this guy's going to be a problem for me? Honestly.
Vanderlei Silva. When I beat him for the world title, he was in Japan and he was killing everybody, knocking people out. And he fought a couple other wrestlers who were Division I champions and knocking them out super fast. And I was like, oh, this guy's a monster. And he was just a different type of fighter. He was very vicious, didn't talk to anybody, just the way he fought. And pulling out the decision against him, we both dropped each other. It was a great fight. But I think that was one of the ones that kind of put a little fear in my heart. But if, like I say, every fight you have a little bit of fear.
Sure.
The confidence got to be through the roof. But you got a little bit of fear, and that was one of them. It was just like, oh man. But I ended up pulling off the win. There's a couple of them that did have that same feeling. But you win some, you lose some, just as long as you can fight another day.
Who's one guy that you wouldn't want to fight on the street, or be you run into someone and this guy outside the ring, be like, all right, this guy might be a whole nother animal.
Jon Jones.
Yeah. Jon Jones is with it. Oh, Jon Jones, as Black Lives Matter.
I'm telling you, man, people understand when he is at 205, he's 6'5", his reach is 86 inches, I believe. Dude.
Do you remember during Black Lives Matter, they scraped up his car or something, and he was with the business.
Yeah, no, he goes, he ain't playing this here, boys. And they turned really quick. Yeah, Jon Jones I think he's one of the best ever. I mean, that's the guy who beat my record, have the most light heavyweight world title defenses. I had 5. I think he had 8 or 10. I think. Yeah, he's a beast, man.
And
that guy,
brother's a hell of a football player too. That's a strong family.
Jon Jones, I think the only downfall he's ever had is the people he hung himself out with. It's the only problem he had.